Hey guys, I just want to start this video by saying that it didn't go exactly as planned. This tier list I actually did screen record on my laptop, but it didn't work properly. So hopefully the way I'm editing it works better that way. So sorry in advance, but do enjoy the video. Hi, sup? So today we're doing something different. Instead of me just talking here, well, I'm gonna be talking here, but as well, we're gonna be doing stuff here. You can consider this a little get to know me a little bit. For a good chunk of my life, I've been playing video games. So what you're probably thinking is, oh, we're gonna play a video game? No, we're gonna rank them. I've got a tier list here, and I've got a lot of games here. Games I've either watched, been played, or played myself, or had good experiences with, and we're gonna put them on a tier list. So we've got 6 tiers here. Of course, we got the God tier. That, of course, being games that I think are just tiers above the rest. Of course, this list is biased. It's my personal favorites and least favorites and all that. So we got God tier, and then under that we got Grand tier. That's like, it's still incredible. What is this? It's still like, it's great. Like, it's an incredible game. It's not quite God tier, but it's close. And of course we got Good. It's like, it's a good game. It's it's good. It's decent. And then of course we got Meh. Yeah, that being like, it's a game. And of course we got Garbage. Garbage, you know, that also fits in so bad that it's good kind of category, that's garbage. Then I don't even know where it's like, yes, I've heard of the game, I just don't know a lot about it. It's like I've heard the title, but I haven't played it or seen it play. But yeah, this is like a pre-made kind of tier list, so I've taken out games where it's like I for sure have like know nothing about them. Alright, first up, Bioshock. Bioshock, okay. Bioshock's not really a game I've played a lot. I've heard amazing things about it though, and like I've seen great things about it in the story and all that. So for me personally, I don't know a lot about Bioshock, but everyone says it's a great game. So for starters, I'm putting Bioshock at good. Castlevania. Yeah, I've seen the like animated like show on Netflix, and it's incredible. I love that show, and the game, like, it's based off the game and stuff like that, and I've heard incredible things about it as well. So for that, I'm putting Castlevania at good as well. Fallout New Vegas. We've got a couple Fallout games on here. Of course, compared to like Fallout 3, 4, and all that, it's an alright game. So for that, I'm putting Vegas at meh. Super Smash Bros. Alright. So this might trigger a few people, but I have never played Smash Bros in my life. Every single person and their mother I've heard like they've been addicted to Smash Bros at one point in their life. But for me, it's fun to watch and see all the characters and stuff, and every time there's like a new character revealed in Smash, everyone goes ballistic. For me, never played Smash, but I understand it's a good game. So for that, put it at good. Half-Life. Alright. Half-Life. Jeez Louise. Half-Life 3 confirmed! No. If you look at Half-Life, it's a little dated, but it still holds up. Like, it's the Half-Life 3 confirmed memes. Like, it's still good. And head crabs and all that, you know. So I'll put it at the top of May. Like that. Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 1's not on this list, but I'm just gonna put them both in the same. Street Fighter Gaming Revolution, of course. It's just one of the best fighting games out there. So for that, I'm putting Street Fighter at good as well. Team Fortress. Oh my goodness. Team Fortress 2 and like 1 and 2, like, Do I even, like... Yeah, moving on. Until Dawn. Jeez. Until Dawn, when it came out, oh my god. It's still holds, like, it's incredible. Like, the butterfly effect, like, it's... Incredible game. Incredible. Warframe. Okay. Warframe, that is going to be the first I don't even know, because of course I've heard of Warframe, but I don't know a lot about it really. I know it's kind of like similar to Warcraft, I think. Uncharted 4. Okay. Uncharted in general. There was a couple Uncharted games on here, but I decided to just put it all on Uncharted 4 since the most recent one. Great adventure games. Like, incredible, like, of course, graphics out of this world. So, of course, for that, Uncharted 4, grand. Battlefield 1. At the time, revolutionary multiplayer game. And like, it was one of the first, like, multiplayer campaigns, like, other than COD, where it was, like, it was cool, like, it was multiple different stories. Like, when I first saw it, it was like, I thought they were all going to converge into one kind of thing, but no, they're like just little independent stories, and the multiplayer still holds up to this day. So, then again, of course, like with all multiplayer games, as soon as the next game comes around, the former game kind of dies out. So, for that, I'm still going to put it at good. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Moving on. Red Dead 2. Jeez. Red Dead 1, sadly, isn't on this list. I would put that at grand. But Red Dead 2, jeez. When that came out, everyone went insane. And I played a little bit of Red Dead 2. I've seen a lot on Red Dead 2. Incredible. Like, graphics, great. Story, great. World, incredible. It's like, from the makers of GTA and all that, of course, sublime. God tier. Metal Gear Rising Vengeance. This game, not a lot of people even know it exists, but Metal Gear Rising Vengeance holds a special place in my heart, because ironically it was the first, like, Metal Gear game that I, like, got to experience for myself. It just went insane with, like, the samurai and, like, the combat and all that. The story leaves much to be desired, but it is still, like, it holds a special place in my heart. And again, it's my opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion, just like me. So for that reason, Metal Gear Rising, I'm putting at good. And then Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. The most recent Metal Gear game? Was there another one that came out? I'm not sure. Metal Gear is not my series by any means. I've seen some stuff on Phantom Pain. Story, great. Graphics, great. So I'm putting it at good. No, we're moving Metal Gear Rising up, I'm sorry. It's a grand. This probably is sacrilegious to some people, but I don't care. Halo Reach. For many people, best Halo game, period. I still believe that. Halo Reach was my Halo game. Got it for my birthday, I believe. Way back when, it was like a year or so after it came out. Got it on 360, played it with my friends, beat the story multiple times. Incredible, the customization of your character, everything. Halo Reach. God tier. And the remaster though, the original, God tier. Batman Arkham City. Now, with some of these games I have a nostalgic tie to it because my brother, I would always watch him play certain games. The Batman series was always something, like, I watched him play. Like, just in the living room, just watching him play, just like, hey. And he'd be like, go away! He wouldn't do that, he would never say that, but I could feel the vibe. But, like, the Arkham series, good. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Surprisingly, this is only, other than Modern Warfare, like, 2019, this is the only COD game other than that that's on here, which is weird. But NW 3, that was my first ever COD that I played. And back then, like the first time I ever played multiplayer in COD wasn't until Black Ops 3, which is ironically when I stopped buying COD. Of all the CODs I played, it was MW3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and then Black Ops 3. And then after that, I kind of fell off COD and I just watched people play COD instead of actually playing it myself. MW3, I always played custom games with like my friends and stuff like that. I never really hopped on multiplayer myself because I was like kind of scared of it. Ironically, even though Halo Reach, I always played multiplayer, but just I was scared of COD. But MW3, meh. It pales in comparison to the first two, in my opinion. Final Fantasy VII. Never played any Final Fantasy games, but Final Fantasy VII, when it got remastered, everyone just went insane again, and just was like, Final Fantasy, like, I've heard like the tens of hundreds of Final Fantasy stuff that's come out over the years. And Final Fantasy VII, I was like, I'm curious. So I watched someone play Final Fantasy VII, I was like, oh, decent. I understand the hype. But for me, never played Final Fantasy VII. Just for that, I have to put it at good. I'm sure everyone else would probably put it at God or Grand, but good for me. Watch Dogs. Alright. Watch Dogs. When it came out, it was like, this is the next GTA. It's just like Hacker, the game. With most things, the trailer hypes it up more than what it actually is. It's still an impressive looking game. So for that, just for mechanics and stuff, it's kind of a one-trick pony. So it's like, for that, I'll put it at meh. It's not too bad. It's not too good either. Oh man, Shadow of the Colossus. So, Shadow of the Colossus, my favorite game of all time. I think 2015 was when I got introduced to it. I watched Jacksepticeye play Shadow of the Colossus, and I was like, oh, this is so good. But sadly, I could never play it myself. And I still have yet to ever play the game myself because I do not own a PlayStation. I don't own a PlayStation anything. Sadly, it's only Xbox One and Xbox 360 because as a child, I was like, I want Xbox. Like all my friends had Xbox, my brother had Xbox. Sadly, I never got introduced to PlayStation. So and there's something else later on this list. Another one of my favorite games, but it's like I never played it. But Shadow of the Colossus. So revolutionary for its time. It came out, what, 2005, 7, something like that? Early 2000s. Way ahead of its time. It's like the creatures are the levels, like it's a game all about boss fights, and it's just incredible. And of course the remaster just blew it out of the water, made it like 10 times better than it was. Only complaint is the character, the main character Wander. It's like, this is what he looked like when the game first came out. It's like, yeah, he's got a cool design. And then this is the remaster. And it's like, ooh, I like this one better. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. Top of the god tier. Favorite game of all time. Grand Theft Auto 4. Of course, pales in comparison to GTA 5. You know, it's hard to compare any earlier GTA games to GTA 5. Still waiting for GTA 6. Whatever. But GTA 4, meh. Just because it's kind of dated now. You know, GTA 5 is just way up there. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The first ever Assassin's Creed I got to play. And of course, sadly, Sea of Thieves isn't on this list because I would put that like at grand or something. It's because at the time I played Black Flag way after it came out. It was like a few years ago. I didn't play it all the way through, of course, because it was just all I loved. At the time I got like into like boat games, not like boat racing or anything, but just like that time period of games. Like I was playing Sea of Thieves, I played Black Flag. I completed all the like hunting the different like undersea like creatures and stuff like that, like hunting Moby Dick and stuff like that. But it's kind of a choppy game. Like the graphics and stuff are still good. It's kind of broken. So for nostalgia's sake, I'm putting it at good, but it would probably be somewhere in between good and meh. Doom. Oh man, this is Doom 2016. I'm assuming though, not a Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal, that I would put that god tier. Incredible game. Doom 2016. When it came out, it was like it revolutionized Doom, and it was incredible. First time I played was at my friend's house. I was like, this is awesome. And like for that, I'm putting Doom at grand tier. Borderlands 2. The other two Borderlands aren't on this, so I'm putting all of Borderlands into this. Never played Borderlands myself. I've seen people play Borderlands. Good game. For that, good. I don't have a lot of commentary on it because I don't. Dark Souls. Jeez. Dark Souls, again, game I never played myself. Understand how infuriating it is though. But at the end of the day, it's a good game for that. But then again, I don't know a lot about it myself. So I'm gonna put it at, I don't know, Shadow of War. When it first came out, it was like the first like new Lord of the Rings game, other than like the Lego Lord of the Rings. But when it came out, at first it was like, oh, this is awesome, like hunting all the bosses and orcs and stuff like that. But then over time, it was just like it's kind of boring. Like again, trailer hyped it up more than it needed to be, so it's not garbage, but it's meh. Need for Speed. Racing games are not my thing. I don't understand racing games. Like NASCAR in general. It's like let's turn right or turn left for 3 hours. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Second Assassin's Creed I ever played. Just because at a time I was really into Greek mythology. We'll get to God of War later, don't worry. But definitely a step up. One of the better Assassin's Creed games. And it's incredible graphics wise and all that, and gameplay. So for that, I'm putting it grand. Mortal Kombat 11. Only Mortal Kombat on this list as well. I would have chosen Mortal Kombat X or 10 in my opinion. But 11, still phenomenal. Like dealing with like time travel and timelines crossing and stuff like that in the story. And gameplay incredible. Of course, fatalities are gruesome as ever. Grand. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. There's only like one other Call of Duty on here, and I think we'll get to it. But most recent COD, other than Cold War, which is coming out soon or whatever. Again, with every COD, honestly, trailers hype it up more, and then when you get it, it's like it's cool for the first month or so, and then once they like start releasing DLC and stuff, or supply drops and all that, I personally think like it's meh. Alright, Doom, OG Doom. First experience ever playing it was at my friend's house, and it was like the music was awesome, the gameplay. I was terrified at first because I was young, but then of course like my sadistic side came out and I was into it. And I was like, yeah, Doom, good. Oh boy. Overwatch. Now I'll be honest, around the time Overwatch came out, I was into it for a little bit. Like it was cool. I was even considering downloading it, but then over time, the toxic Overwatch community, like, is it still relevant? Aren't they releasing Overwatch 2 or something? There's just moving on from that, God of War 3. Just the God of War, like 1, 2, and 3 in general. And God of War 4 it's on this list, don't worry, we'll get to it. But God of War 3, oh my god. Especially the remaster. Again, going off my Greek mythology bug. Like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like, it's a great game, but it's like, you play it once and it's like, it's done. God of War 3, I could play that again and again and again. Like, the gameplay is so good, like, and then the remaster, amazing. Like, if we could get God of War 3 and, like, God of War 4 graphics, oh my god. Don't change the gameplay, though, like, it's still incredible. Nothing more gratifying than just cutting up Greek gods, but yeah. God of War 3. Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, however you prefer it. Personally, one of the best Dragon Ball games, if not the best Dragon Ball game ever to exist. It takes an insane amount of skill to be like decent and good at that game though, which I lack. But I do very much enjoy watching people play fighters. So for that, I'm putting it at grand. Still, incredible game. Story leaves much to be desired though. Still a great game. Far Cry 3, first ever Far Cry game I played and watched. Back then, I thought it was great, incredible, up there with GTA. Now, I haven't played or watched a lot of Far Cry 3 stuff or Far Cry stuff in general in a long time. I'd say now, Far Cry 3, good. Pong. Oh boy. Pong. When was Pong released? Not ping, Pong. Ping pong. Oh, you can play it here? Hold on. This is my first gaming video, it's Pong. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm playing it against myself. Oh, shit, okay. When was Pong? 1972. But, Pong. Moving on. FIFA. I don't play sport games. I don't play sports in general. I think that especially FIFA is a like one-trick pony. It's the same game every year, so, and they don't improve it. Like they improve the graphics like ever so slightly. So just for that. Going off Pong. Tetris. I don't understand why people are so infatuated with Tetris. Like, why do people go so insane over Tetris? Like, it's alright, I guess. I'm leaving it, I don't even know. Just, oh boy. We really got a stretch here of interesting games. Alright, moving on. Wow. World of Warcraft. It really has a cult following, you know. Leroy Jenkins! You know, that's where that came from. WoW community is still strong to this day, from what I understand. I don't even know, because I've never played WoW. Don't watch WoW. Alright, next. God of War 4. Or just God of War 2018, right? Yeah, 2018. Incredible game. Like, at first people were like iffy because it's like a new mythology. It's Norse mythology instead of Greek mythology. Gameplay's different. But then once you play it, all doubts go out the window. It is quite the grind of a game though, because it's pretty freaking long. But it's so worth it. It's so great. Very much looking forward to the next God of War game. But right next to God of War 3. Jeez. Love that game. Yeah, GTA 5. 2013 was when it came out, and oh man. To talk about catching people off guard with a game. Grand Theft Auto 5, I've played the story mode God knows how many times. At least 6 times just out of boredom. I just play the game, give me something to do. And like GTA Online, and then the remaster for GTA. Oh my gosh. To this day, I still am just like messing around playing GTA 5. I don't think GTA 5 is ever gonna become like an officially dead game. Like it's gonna be around until like GTA 6, like it's still gonna be around. Especially PC and stuff, so for that, it has to go grand, you know? Grand Theft Auto. Horizon Zero Dawn. I hear it's overhyped. It was well overhyped, which you can say that about a lot of games. But again, I haven't watched anything on it really, so I don't know anything about it. I know it has a sequel or something, so I have to put it, I don't even know because I haven't watched anything. Lego Indiana Jones. Okay. Lego Indiana Jones, like, the Lego games in general, I love the Lego games. Like, Lego Jurassic World, Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones. Nothing beats playing a Lego game and hearing John Williams music. But, although compared to other Lego games, it's kind of pales in comparison, to be honest. Going off Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars. Now, I had a Wii back in the day. One of the games I played Lego Star Wars Completed Saga, Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars 3, I believe. It's one of the OGs, Lego Star Wars Completed Saga. So for that I put it good. For the graphics and stuff don't really hold up, but it's a Wii game, it's a Lego game. What do you expect? I'm looking forward to that Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, but you know, it's probably gonna get pushed back another year, let's be honest. Mario Kart 8. Most recent Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart's fun. Like I said, I had a Wii. I had Mario Kart 7. No, it was some like Mario game exclusive to that Wii, so I don't remember what it was. But I played a little bit of Mario Kart 8. I've watched a lot of Mario Kart 8. It's fun. It's great, especially when you have friends, you know, you're yelling at each other that you knock them off the path. So yeah, we put it grand. Oh boy. Oh boy. Minecraft. Now, like most kids, I grew up playing and watching Minecraft and loving it. Now, if you look over there, I have a Minecraft pickaxe and sword. So, I even have like a stuffed creeper somewhere and an ender dragon. But just like with Minecraft, it peaked early 2010s and like mid 2010s, and then like 2016, 15, 16, like it just, like no one played it. Minecraft YouTubers just went down the drain. But then recently, like 2019, and then of course because of quarantine, Minecraft just resurged. Like, you know, all the Minecraft YouTubers, like, shout out to Dream. Just because of recent, like, even I got back into Minecraft too. Like, just because of that. I want to put it at grand, but I kind of want to put it in God tier. I'm leaving it at grand. I'll put it at the top of grand. Monster Hunter. Much like Shadow of the Colossus, the game, I never played, watched a little bit of it though. I love giant monster games and monster movies. Most recent Monster Hunter and all that. Monster Hunter, not as good as Shadow of the Colossus, of course, but good. Alright, next up, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, I think it still holds up to this day. Like, just graphics above the rest. I'm not one to talk. I have a Pac-Man app on my phone. I'm putting it next to Pong. Alright, next we got a duo here. Portal, the Portal series, Portal 1 and 2. When it came out, jeez. Just, Valve putting out great games. Half-Life, Portal, Team Fortress and all that. No, here we go. Portal 1, good game. Portal 2, grand game. Blow me away. Jackbox Party Pack. It says 6 on there, but I'm putting all the Jackboxes in there. If you have a party of friends and you just don't know how to really entertain them, put on Jackbox Party Pack. I think it's more expensive than it needs to be, honestly. Isn't it, what, like $20 for Jackbox? It's like, it's meh, I guess, just for... It's good for partying. Resident Evil 2. Never really got into Resident Evil or anything like that, but then when I saw this game got remastered, I watched some stuff on it, and then I played it myself. I was just like, Resident Evil 2, whew. The remaster is incredible. Leon, great. Leon, my boy. Just Resident Evil 2, grand. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. A very recent skill-based fighting game. Never played it myself, just because aren't my type of games, but it's very, very good. I understand that. The stuff I've seen, yeah. Like, I've watched the compilations of like the boss fights and all that. So for that, I'm putting it at grand, of course. Whew. Up next, Terraria. Minecraft's forgotten about cousin. I played a little bit of Terraria back in the day. At the time it was kind of fun, but now I appreciate, like, it's cool to like different tiers of the world, and like you can basically infinitely dig. But nowadays it's I know I got some friends that might be pissed off about that, but it's not good. Skyrim, another game I watched my brother play back in the day, and I watched people play Skyrim. I almost said Sekiro. Skyrim. I feel like it's doing a disservice if you don't put Skyrim at least grand tier. I would put it at God tier if I'd played it myself, but I'll get there. The Last of Us. Jeez. 2013 was like prime game year. Jeez, Last of Us, incredible. And then the remaster that came out. Like, just the story. If you didn't cry at least once playing Last of Us, you're just not human. God tier game. Last of Us. So good. Next. Tears getting a little big. Oh, Telltale Games, The Walking Dead. I recently rewatched a series of someone playing the Walking Dead game, and I've played the season 1 and 2, and jeez, for me, Walking Dead, that was one of the like first games that like made me cry, and like just, oh my gosh. If I'm gonna play a game on this channel, it's gonna be Walking Dead the game. Oh my gosh. I would be doing myself and the world a disservice if I didn't put it at God tier. Unpopular opinion probably. Season 1, Season 2, great. Season 3, I don't acknowledge its existence. Haven't really watched Season 4 at all recently. I do plan on doing that. Maybe I'll even play it. We'll see. The Witcher 3. I watched the Witcher series with Henry Cavill. It's a decent series, definitely good. Witcher as a game series, decent. Apex Legends, it's better than Fortnite. Dishonored, game I played with my brother back in the day. I need to stop saying back in the day. It's decent. It's like Assassin's Creed with like interdimensional stuff. Good game. Firewatch. Oh man, Firewatch. A lot of people say it's a bad game. It's a good game. It's fun to watch. It's more fun to watch than to play. It's good. For Honor. Good fighting game. Takes a good level of skill to actually play. Good game. Jedi Fallen Order. Okay. I downloaded this day of launch on Xbox. Digital copy. Or no, it wasn't day one. It was like the next week I watched it. I wasn't originally going to download it, but just, Star Wars holds a special place in my heart. Obviously. But it's like I waited a week. It's like I was going to wait till like it had a discount or something a few months later, but then I was trying to avoid spoilers as best I can, but then I started seeing like all cutscenes in Jedi Fallen Order, and I was like, fine. So then I caved, paid $60, downloaded it, played it all the way through. Good game. It's not perfect, of course. It was good for expanding the Star Wars universe. But if they should have taken a few more months or so and really polished the game. So just for that, it's still really good. Putting it grand. Left 4 Dead. Oh, great game. Another game I watched my brother play. Played a little bit myself. Good series. Valve is not known for releasing 30 games. Or like Half-Life Alyx, if you can really count that. Left 4 Dead 2, and the Left 4 Dead series in general, grand. Outlast, one of my first ever horror games experiences. Other than, man, I wish Five Nights at Freddy's was on this list. I would put it at God tier. But Outlast, one of the first games I ever watched, like horror games I watched. Felt genuine fear throughout it. Good game. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. First ever like rage-inducing games I ever played. I never watched played. Like just the compilations of people just chucking their mice or just smashing their keyboards in half because of this game. Man, Getting Over It. As a game, it's just like you just gotta get to the top. But it's so rage-inducing. I'm putting it at meh. Papers, Please. Oh my gosh. That's a throwback right there. The twist at the end of that game is so good. I won't spoil it, of course. Like, there's an app version of the game you can get, but you need to play the PC version. It's so much better. Story's so good. Do yourself a favor. I'm putting Papers, like, I'm gonna go watch a Papers, Please series after this. Resident Evil Biohazard. The first, like, both return to form, but also differing from the form of Resident Evil. Much more of a horror game. It was first person, going after like the Outlast kind of thing. So like that, I'm gonna put it at right next to Outlast. Roblox. Alright, Rocket League. Good game. Definitely one of those addictive games. Speaking of addictive games, Beat Saber. Ever since I got a VR headset, I've been addicted to Beat Saber. It's a good workout game as well. Silent Hill. Jeez. How much longer we got? Okay. Alright, we got a few more games. We're almost at the end. Silent Hill. Another one of the first horror games I experienced. Really? It's pretty good. Sims 4. The Sims games in general. Like, yeah, it's fun, I guess. Like, if you're really, really bored, like, you just want to just live your life as you wish you could have lived it, not how it is. So, meh. Spider-Man, PS4. Never played it, of course. Never had a PlayStation or anything. Many people's game of the year. Like, top games. But from what I've seen of it, it's just, like, it's whatever, I guess. It's decent. I won't put it at meh, because it still looks great, and I understand the story is phenomenal. Well, I'll put it at good. Spore. Spore is just like you can make your own, like, entity of some sort. Just like whatever creature you want to make, you can make it, and they can have children, and it's made to some ungodly creations. Isn't there a Spore 2 come out? We don't need that. Wii Sports. Oh, Wii Sports, such an icon. The game does not hold up as well as it does now. But just, okay, you weren't living if you didn't have Wii Sports and the extension to Wii Sports, Wii Play, because that just, oh man, me and my friends, like, we recreated the bowling meme, like throwing, like at an actual bowling alley, throwing it backwards and just doing the spin. Oh man, you already know. God tier game. Bully. That game's a throwback. I'm still waiting for Bully 2. Just, that's a series I gotta rewatch. It was so good. So good. Not God tier, grand. Yeah. Fallout 4. Alright, we got a Fallout stretch right here. Fallout 4, very good. Very good. I wouldn't say God tier, grand, or anything like that, but still very good. You can customize your own character and all that. Fallout 3, though. Another game I watched my brother play. Very long game, very good game. Animal Crossing. Okay, there's 3 games on this list where the communities scare me. Animal Crossing, like, I understand the attraction to it, but like, it's not a game I would play. I'll put it at meh. Just don't kill me, please. CS:GO. Speaking of other communities that scare me, no, but CS:GO, I played my fair share of CSGO back in the day. I had a good couple of... I definitely spent an ungodly amount of money on skins and stuff, but back in the day, it's just what you did. Gotta flex some stuff. CSGO, but definitely nowadays, it's not the game it was. I mean, it's still the same game, it's just, it's not nearly played as much. Gmod. Talk about a game that's really just whatever you want it to be. Grand game. G for grand. Guitar Hero. I play a little bit of Guitar Hero. We had a drum set and a guitar. I think a microphone too. But yeah. It's meh nowadays if you play it. There's like one dude I found who like still plays Guitar Hero and like he's actually good at it. It's funny. Just Cause. Oh man. When Just Cause 3 came out, I wanted it so bad. It was so fun. So fun to watch. It's up there. It's up there. Life is Strange. Talk about a series that makes you cry. Just as a deep message about like being able to do over your decisions. Like I'd want that power. Grand game. The Battlefront 2's Battlefront 2 2005. Jeez, I played that on the Xbox. Not the Xbox 360, not the Xbox One, the Xbox. I still play it to this day. It's compatible on the One. It's so fun. It literally is so fun. Grand. From 2017, 16? I don't remember. It's still a good game. It's just at the start, it was kind of, being a little money grubby, but it got better. It's definitely still a good game. It's far from the game that it was at launch. Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Undertale. And Cuphead. Again, two communities that terrify me. But you know what? Come at me, Dane. Death Stranding. I understand that it was kind of disappointing. Obviously, the whole marketing is freaking Norman Reedus as the main character, but it's meh from what I've seen about it. Speaking about disappointing games, Diablo. Fall Guys. One of the more recent addictive games to come out. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Fall Guys. It's definitely more fun with friends than on your own, for sure. It'd be wrong to not put it at grand, of course. Last of Us Part 2. Okay. I'm gonna be that guy. It's not good as the first one. It still looks great. It's just, but looks are not everything. Meh. Titanfall 2. Okay. Titanfall 1. I still remember vividly getting that game when it came out and having a blast with it. Playing with another friend of mine. Just like every day coming home from school, playing Titanfall. One of the only games I was actually good at sniping. Only multiplayer games anyway. And I think it's overly memed, I understand, but it's still a good game. I really wish I could play it. Again, I didn't play Titanfall 2, but Titanfall 1. Phenomenal. Call of Duty Warzone. Okay, when the Battle Royale games started coming out, it was cool at first, but then of course Fortnite came in and ruined everything, so it's Call of Duty Warzone, so it's there with Apex, man. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, again, talk about disappointments. It's like a new Dragon Ball game with a new manga style, like art style, and then I was pumped for it. I was gonna buy it, but then I kind of got busy, and then I didn't download it, which is a good thing I didn't, because then I watched someone play it, and it was hecka disappointing. Gameplay was decent when you got to play, and it wasn't an hour of cutscenes. You know, and a lot of cutscenes where they were cutting out important things from the show. But you know, it's a Dragon Ball game. Untitled Goose Game. Untitled Goose Game. That game's hilarious. Flight Simulator X. Alright. I've watched, there's a YouTuber I'm subscribed to who played Flight Simulator X. Now he's playing the new Flight Simulator 2020, which is a game I want to play because apparently you can fly to your house. I would love to do that. I'd love to kamikaze my house. But Flight Simulator X, yeah, that's a cool game. I got into Flight Simulator. Of course, the graphics are, you know, definitely don't hold up. But you know, it's fun. The last two games. Ghost of Tsushima, one of the more recent games as well. Like Sekiro. It's cool. It's a lot, I think it looks a lot darker than Sekiro. I still think it looks cool though. Good. Alright, and last but absolutely certainly not least, Subnautica. Putting it up there. I'm putting it up there. Subnautica. Absolutely perfect. Well, not perfect game, but incredible game. Like, never has a game given me thalassophobia more than that game. But at the same time, it's phenomenal, groundbreaking. Like I've been following the game since like alpha, just seeing it grow into what it is, and now Subnautica Below Zero, like same thing. Like Subnautica Below Zero definitely has the potential to become an amazing game, just like Subnautica, but just incredible. One of the first games, like a surprise, like out of most of these games, it's a game that I've actually played all the way through and beaten. It's like, it's one of those games that you have to play at least once a year. It's like Lord of the Rings. You gotta watch it at least once a year. But yeah, I'd be tempted to, this coming year, play for the channel. That'd be cool. Alright, this is my tier list for all these games. Definitely an abundance in the good section, but right here are my top ones. In fact, in terms of accuracy, yeah, this is my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these are my top 7 right here. Eventually, if I get a PS4, I'd love to play Shadow of the Colossus for the. That is my goal. I would love to play Shadow of the Colossus for the channel. But for now, yeah. This recording has been going on for ungodly amounts of time. But you know, I figured just give you insights into what kind of games I love, my nostalgia and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been my games tier list. So, thank you for coming with me on this. And, of course, thanks for watching.